Hi everyone, Ashish Kyal here. Very warm welcome to Ashish Kyal Trading Gurukul, and it's always fantastic talking live to all of you. Thank you very much for the quick invite to India. Okay, I was traveling, so I was not in India, and it was fantastic. But I produced some videos. क्या आपने देखा था वो videos? Was it useful? I have been talking about buy on dips. When I was in South Africa, even then I talked about buy on dips, and it has worked out exceptionally well. तो मार्केट में 2 दिन का फॉल आया था बीच में. जिन्होंने मार्केट में शॉर्ट किया होगा, वापस से मार्केट तेजी हुई है, एंड लुक एट हाउ इट वेंट. सो दैट शोज दैट आई एम कमिटेड. ऐसा नहीं है कि मैं ट्रेड कर रहा हूँ, ट्रैवल कर रहा हूँ, तो आई डोंट वांट टू share across what I know, how I'm seeing the markets, and simply love doing that with all of you. And that's what the reason, even if I'm traveling, I ensure to produce that 1-2 minutes of video very quickly, so that you are on the right side of the trend. You don't just get carried away. So and it has worked out brilliantly well. And Nifty का जो Gann magnet था 18,293, वहां पर बहुत बार रुक रहा था, और 3 दिन पहले मैंने ट्वीट किया था about why that magnet will break now and Nifty will move to the next Gann level, which is 18,838. I'm going to share that across with all of you in a very, very quick time. And I'm going to also talk about what is the overall wave pattern I'm looking like, and why I have been so bullish from 17,060 onwards. मतलब ये जो bullishness है अभी की नहीं है, ये जब से 17,060 का लेवल निकला था, from that level I've been talking bullish. And why is the reason? I'm going to share across that knowledge, that insight कि क्यों market अभी भी buy on dips है, especially when you have gaps. It's a very classic way to trade. Because of the gap, you have a support, you have a stop loss, and you know what can be the possible target. So gaps are very important, and कल एक gap create हुआ. वो gap के बाद में market is just consolidating. By the way, there is a time tomorrow again, I think in the morning at around 10, and that's when I'm expecting market to reverse back on the upside. So time is something very, very important in the current market, especially if you are an options trader. अगर आप options में trade करते हो, then you should be very sure that you are able to time it correctly. क्योंकि अगर time सही नहीं किया तो trade सही नहीं बनेगा. और खास करके अप ट्रेंड में पैसा बनाना डिफिकल्ट है ऑप्शन बायर्स के लिए. ऐसा क्यों है? बिकॉज इन एन अप ट्रेंड यूजुअली मार्केट गोज अप विथ अ गैप, कंसोलिडेट्स, देन स्लोली गोज अप, और सडनली एक स्पाइक आएगा मोमेंटम, एंड दैट्स हाउ इट गोज. सो वो टाइम पे आपके पास में ऑप्शन पोजीशंस होनी चाहिए, तभी आप वो सही तरीके से ट्रेड कर पाओगे. तो अभी फिलहाल अगर आप मार्केट में देखो तो आई थिंक इट्स अ रोटेशनल बाइंग दैट इज हैपनिंग. एवरी डे देयर इज समथिंग और द अदर दैट इज गोइंग अप बाय 10, 12, 15%. सो इट्स अ रोटेशनल मार्केट. Bank Nifty has already touched lifetime highs and sustaining there. Nifty, I think, is going to follow that. It is going to touch lifetime highs. That is what I think. I can change my stand with a fraction of a second, guys. Don't just think कि यार मैं bullish हूँ और कल मैं bearish हो गया. Because if the price action wave pattern changes and I see a faster retracement, I will change my stand from bullishness to bearishness. But I have been not doing that for some time, and it has paid out exceptionally well. So यहाँ पर अभी simple way में अगर आपको समझना है कि मार्केट का ट्रेंड क्या है, वीकली चार्ट ओपन करो. कल मेरा इंटरव्यू था CNBC TV18 पे. आई इवन टॉक्ड अबाउट दैट. इन केस यू ऑब्जर्व और वॉच दैट video on my YouTube, I talked why that weekly chart pe there is not a single close which has happened below the prior week low. A very simple way in which you can identify the trend. So let me share across the chart very quickly. But before I do that, I want to know if the Josh is high, you people are enjoying these videos, and people who are there on YouTube, if you want to join me on Zoom platform, please do that, because you can then participate in various pollings that we do. Interaction थोड़ा better होता है. And do ensure you are subscribing to the YouTube and Twitter, because I keep sharing across a lot of things. So यहाँ पर मैं बहुत quickly share कर रहा हूँ YouTube link. So ensure that you are right now putting across your comments in the chat box also. So let me now very quickly share across chat. Great to see you, Subhash, Shane here, Chinmay, fantastic, Pallavi. I see a lot of you people are also talking to me on Twitter. Deepak Sarin, fantastic to see. Mentis, Ayushi, Vinod, very warm welcome to all of you. बहुत सारे जन हैं, तो I can't take everyone's name, so please pardon me for that. Let me now share across my chart, my screen. Very quickly, we will start from the very simple way of looking at charts on a weekly time frame जो मैं आपको बता रहा हूँ. ये रहा फिलहाल तो hourly chart है ये. If you are seeing this chart here, I'm going to go on a weekly time frame. This is a weekly chart. If you're looking at this weekly chart, I'm going to zoom in the weekly time frame chart, and you can clearly see on this screen here. Are you able to see my screen, every one of you? मेरा स्क्रीन दिख रहा है आप लोगों को? ओके, सो यहाँ पर अगर आप देखेंगे, यहाँ पर लो बना था 16,800, 70,060 पे बाइंग अपॉर्चुनिटी मिली थी. यहाँ से 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 वीक्स हो चुके. दिस इज द 10th वीक. निफ्टी हैज स्टिल नॉट क्लोज्ड below the prior candle low. My video is on the chart only for people on the app, I suppose, from the mobile. It's there on the sideways. Okay, do you want me to hide myself, or is it okay if the video is there? Whatever works for everyone. यहाँ पर देखेंगे तो 10 वीक हो चुके. निफ्टी हैज स्टिल नॉट क्लोज्ड बिलो द प्रायर कैंडल लो. नाउ ये बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट इंफॉर्मेशन है फॉर ट्रेडर्स, बिकॉज if you want to change your stand from bullishness to bearishness, when do you change? This is the simplest way in which you can see. क्या है कि यार जब तक प्रीवियस लो कहाँ है 18,178 इंटैक्ट है, मेरा व्यू बुलिश है. That's what you can say on a weekly time frame basis. On the daily time frame जाके अगर हम देखेंगे, daily time frame पे we can clearly see after this candle being formed, market has still protecting its prior week low, और ये रहा gap. So I'm going to show you on an hourly chart now. It's very important that on an hourly chart you see this thing. It is something phenomenal. आज के पूरे दिन में मार्केट ने भले ही कुछ भी हो जाए, साइडवेज में था, लेकिन प्रायर लो को प्रोटेक्ट करके रखा पूरे दिन में. यहां से पूरे ट्रेंड में प्रायर लो को प्रोटेक्ट करके रखा यहां तक. 3 candlestick rules पता है आपको? Everyone, are you aware? I'm going to talk not here. I will talk about it on a weekend webinar of 3 candlestick rules. But फिलहाल मैं आपको जो बताने वाला हूं इस चार्ट पे वो है चैनल के बारे में. So I'm going to share across a very quickly a channel. This is a brilliant channel that is working. So ये एक लेवल था 540 का. 540 के ऊपर डायरेक्ट गैप अप हुआ. मार्केट वहां पर सस्टेन कर रहा है. अभी अगला पड़ाव जो मार्केट का आ रहा है वो करीबन आ रहा है 18,750 के आसपास, और उसके ऊपर गैन लेवल है 18,838. वो भी मैंने मार्क कर रखा है. ये चैनल बहुत सुपर्ब है. साथ में KST इंडिकेटर है टू गेज द मोमेंटम ऑफ द मार्केट. आई एम गोइंग टू नाउ शिफ्ट गियर्स टू माय टाइम साइकिल. व्हाई टाइमिंग इज सो इंपॉर्टेंट एंड हाउ यू कैन टाइम द मार्केट. सो इफ यू लुकिंग एट दिस स्पेसिफिक चार्ट, this is on the basis of time. Now understand one thing very clearly. What is time cycle? If you observe everything as a phenomenon, मतलब everything in nature अगर आप देखोगे तो time driven है. You know, your date of birth to your date of death, it's actually said that it's already written, right? कि बोलते हैं ना, मरण घड़ी और जन्म घड़ी चेंज नहीं की जा सकती. I believe into that. कि कुछ भी कर लो, वो जो टाइम पे होना है वो होगा. वैसे ही मार्केट का देयर आर सर्टेन टाइम which we try to read. We can be wrong in our reading, but market is supreme. It does what it is supposed to do. अभी आप देखा होगा, आपने न्यूज में देखा होगा कि जर्मनी में रिसेशन है. किसी ने पढ़ी वो न्यूज? जर्मनी इज ऑफिशियली डिक्लेयर्ड टू एंटर इनटू रिसेशन. Okay, US will enter into recession. That's what the rumors and people are talking about. But look at the stock market. It is not bothered about recession. 2020 COVID, it was not bothered about COVID cases also. So the point I'm trying to make is that if you look at the news and if you trade the market, you are actually looking at a rear view mirror and driving a car forward. वैसा ही है. अगर आप न्यूज को देख के मार्केट को ट्रेड कर रहे हो, इसका मतलब हुआ आप गाड़ी चला रहे हो आगे और रेयर व्यू मिरर देख के पीछे का देख के आगे चला रहे हो, तो एक्सीडेंट तो होगा ही ना। तो दोस्तों वैसे नहीं ट्रेड करना है, तो आपको ट्रेड करने के लिए थोड़ा सा मेथड्स, टेक्निक्स जो फॉरवर्ड लुकिंग है वो यूज करनी। और टाइम साइकिल एक ऐसा कॉन्सेप्ट है जिसके बेसिस पे हम ये आइडेंटिफाई करते हैं कि कौन से टाइम पे मार्केट रिवर्स हो सकता है, प्राइस एक्शन साथ में कंफर्म करना है। किसी ने वो टाइम देखा था अराउंड ऑन आई थिंक इट वाज एट 2:15 2 days बैक, आई मेंशन्ड अबाउट अ टाइम, एंड निफ्टी का ट्रेंड एग्जैक्टली अराउंड थोड़ा सा पहले वहां से शुरू हुआ, एंड उसके बाद से मार्केट इज अप बाय नियरली आई थिंक 300-400 पॉइंट्स फ्रॉम देयर। दैट्स द टाइम आई एम टॉकिंग अबाउट, एंड इट इज नॉट मी, आई एम टेलिंग यू, अगर आपने टाइम को सही से समझा, you can also do that. You can also understand the time. It is working. Yeah, it was on the expiry day itself, which was last Thursday, and it worked out brilliantly well. So, कैसे ये टाइम को डिराइव किया जाता है? Let me explain a few concepts about time. यहाँ पर जो आप प्लॉट देख रहे हो, these are all time cycles. Okay, these are all time cycles which is plotted on the chart here, which means that as per these cycles, the market is going to rally on those specific days. So what we are looking at right now is these time cycles, and these time cycles helps us to understand very clearly when the market is going to possibly go up. So we can see this was one such occasion which was around 17,500, from where we can see the market has to go up, and then we are seeing the another cycle. तो इसके ऊपर मैं अभी डिटेल में नहीं जा रहा, लेकिन I'm just telling you, you will be astonished to see these cycles working across on stocks, commodities, and time becomes such an important way. 3rd of June is a Purnima again, which is usually a reversal area. तो जो भी मार्केट को करना है मेरे ख्याल से इसी वीक में करना है. So we will see how this Purnima will act, but I have marked even the Gann levels on the chart. So these blue lines that you see, along with time, I have marked these Gann levels. So 17,227, 17,756, 18,838. As soon as this level was broken up from here, we went towards the upper level of 18,200, and वो वाला line निकल गया शायद. Let me just put that across, 293. So I'm going to put that line across at 18,293 is also one very important magnet. यहाँ पर जिसके आसपास मार्केट बहुत दिनों तक था. So that's the level where we have been flirting around, and now we are headed towards this. In fact, मार्केट का जो टॉप बना था दोस्तों वो यहाँ पर बना था, जो इस लेवल से रिवर्स हुआ था टॉप बनके. तो 18,838 का हर्डल मार्केट पे बना हुआ है. So it's very important. So trading Nifty using time cycles along with Gann is what I am showing you right now on the chart. And lunar cycle is going to be on 3rd of June. So what is next? That's the question. सबके दिमाग में अभी टाइम, डेट, लेवल तो समझा, लेकिन यहां से होगा क्या, मतलब आगे होने क्या वाला है वो समझने की कोशिश करते हैं. Impact of 85-week cycle is going to be there, Chinmay. I'm keeping a close watch. लेकिन 85-week cycle जो 24th of June को बनना था वो शायद हो सकता है थोड़ा पहले बन गया हो, या हो सकता है हमें हायर लो बने 85-week के साइकिल के बारे में के ऊपर, which is in the week of 24th to 30th of June. So there is a possibility we might see that happening later on. So यहाँ पर अभी मैं टाइम साइकिल कैसे प्लॉट करना है वो नहीं बता सकता. We will be doing that on the weekend webinar. I'm not going to share across that. Now I'm going to get insight from. So हमने क्या देखा, Gann levels मिले जो मार्क्ड है, टाइम साइकिल मिला जो 55 डेज का मार्क्ड है. Now I'm going to talk about wave theory. Simple concept of Elliott wave के बारे में पहले बात करते हैं. So यहाँ पर अभी मैं 1 hour चार्ट पे जाता हूँ, एलियट वेव की बात करेंगे, फिर हम नियो वेव अगर लोगों को समझना है तो उसके बारे में बात करेंगे. Let me not go on this chart. Let me go on a 15-minute chart first. Okay, on a 15-minute chart, if I'm looking at the entire wave pattern, right from the lows where it started and everything marking on the chart here, let me not clutter it with lot of information. Blank chart पे देखते चलिए. यहाँ पर ये आपने देखा होगा कि I've been talking about fifth wave extension के बारे में बात की थी मैंने. So if we are looking at this chart, this is wave 1 which completed here. This was wave 2, wave 3. This is pure Elliott wave I am talking right now. Wave 4 complete किया. जो fifth wave है, that is looking to be extended one. ठीक है. So fifth wave का 1 जो complete किया हमने इधर किया था. This is fifth of 1. This is wave 2 of the fifth. Okay. This one is again wave 1. This is wave 2 which is going on of the fifth leg. और यहां से ये जो आप impulse move देख रहे हो, this is the third which is possibly complete here. Maybe, or third is still ongoing. I'm not denying that fact. We might be completing fourth wave here. We will have a fifth wave on the upside, which will complete just the fifth of the ongoing third leg. And then we might have, I want to shift the chart below, but the problem is the annotations will then not match. So let me just do that very quickly and again remark it for every one of you. इसके साथ में एक चैनल भी बना देते तो जो फोरकास्ट कर रहे हैं हम वो थोड़ा सेंसिबल हो जाएगा. Shall we do that? क्योंकि चैनल is something very very crucial and very less people use it. I don't know why. But if you have a channel, you know how to make it. This is, oh wow. The problem is as soon as I make a trend line, the all data comes in. So चलते एक काम करते इस चार्ट पे आ जाते हैं जहां पर चैनल मैंने ऑलरेडी बना रखी है और यहां पर से देखते हैं वेव काउंट फिर से in a very very simple fashion. Let me just start doing my wave count from here. So if you're looking at this chart, and I'm going to do that wave count right from here. Okay, is it okay? Are you being patient enough to wait for me to do the count here? यहाँ पर एक मार्क किया, 2. This is wave 3rd, this is wave 4th, and this is the 5th which is going on of right now on the upside. So I'm just going to mark this wave count not on the days and the weeks. I'm going to mark it on the chart here, and from here we are currently, if you look at this internals of the 5th wave, we might have completed 1 year, we might have completed wave 2 year, we can be only in the 3rd leg which is currently going on. Possibly we will complete it here, maybe we'll have a 4th and we'll have a 5th on the upside. इसके ऊपर इसका जो डिग्री है वो मैं चेंज कर देता हूँ, माइन स्मॉलर डिग्री. Okay, I'll change that to say a much smaller degree. So this becomes the internal of the ongoing move. This internal third might be complete around these levels. Now the internal of the 5th is what I'm going to mark. अभी फिलहाल तो आपको थोड़ा समझ नहीं आ रहा होगा, एक बार मैं आपको आइडियल चार्ट बता दूंगा तो बहुत इजी हो जाएगा. I'm going to again mark this internal from here. This is pure Elliott wave. This is not neo wave for people who are looking from a neo wave principle perspective. And क्या करें, कोई भी वेबिनार बिना वेव थियरी के करना यार बहुत मुश्किल होता है मेरे लिए. सो यहाँ पर ये एक और लोअर डिग्री का काउंट आ गया which is currently going on. So यहाँ पर if I plot it a little more appropriately, यहाँ 1 हो गया of the 5th, and I'll show you on an ideal chart कहाँ पर है हम. So this is the 3rd, this is the 4th which is completing or complete, and we will have a 5th which might be around that level. So path ahead क्या है market का? What is the path that is looking as of now? It looks like, थोड़ा सा zoom in करते हैं चार्ट को यहाँ पर. Let me just zoom in across. Okay, Now let me show you where are we. So we are here right now. Possible we will go to the fifth wave, which is approximately level जो हम देखेंगे, we might be headed towards 18,770. From here 18,770 का level होगा. We might start showing some kind of a pullback correction. Possibly कितना deep होगा वो देखेंगे. From here we might again go back on the upside 18,838, or we might cross that towards 19,200 level. That's the overall path that I am seeing on the chart as of now. So this can be the fifth completion, जिसके बाद में meaningful correction जो हम बोलते हैं वो expect कर सकते हैं. This is going to be valid as long as we do not move back towards 18,400 level. तो अगर मैं लॉन्ग हूं, मेरा स्टॉप लॉस क्या होगा? ये जो वेव 1 का टेरिटरी है 18,405, that's the level, that is my stop loss. If Nifty moves below this level, then एक चीज कंफर्म हो जाएगी कि यार ये एंडिंग डायगोनल पैटर्न या टर्मिनल पैटर्न फिलहाल बन रहा है. आर यू विथ मी, एवरी वन ऑफ यू? कुछ समझ में आ रहा है? नाउ इस चीज को आइडियल चार्ट पे कैसे डिराइव करें? सो दिस इज व्हाट इज एलियट वेव इंटरनल काउंट्स ऑन निफ्टी विथ पाथ अहेड. Okay, just a second, I am typing something. Okay, आइडियल चार्ट क्या है? अभी मैं आपको आइडियल चार्ट बताता हूं, तो उससे आपको एड्रेस ढूंढने में आसानी होगी. जीपीएस मींस इफ यू गो फ्रॉम मुंबई टू दिल्ली, यू नीड दी जीपीएस, राइट? अभी तो हम बिना गूगल के ट्रैवल ही नहीं कर सकते, बिना जीपीएस के ट्रैवल ही नहीं कर सकते. पहले के जमाने में ऐसा लगता है यार लोग कैसे जाते थे, वो रिमोट एरिया पे पहुंचते कैसे थे? मतलब पूछना पड़ता था. यू हैव टू आस्क एवरी सिंगल पर्सन वेयर टू गो, हाउ टू गो, एंड व्हाट यू शुड हैव रीच्ड इन 2 hours, यू माइट हैव टेकन 5 hours, बिकॉज आप कहाँ कहाँ घूम घूम के पहुंचते थे. लेकिन उसमें एक अच्छी चीज ये थी कि आप सभी चीजें घूम लेते थे. अभी फिलहाल ऐसा है कि आप भले ही 2 घंटे में पहुंच रहे, लेकिन 2 घंटे में आजू बाजू में क्या हुआ वो पता ही नहीं, क्योंकि मोबाइल पे लगे हुए ड्यूरिंग द इन द कार ऑल्सो. तो चलिए मार्केट को देखते हैं. तो ये मार्केट का जीपीएस है. तो दिस इज 1, वेव 2, वेव 3, वेव 4, एंड देन आता है 5th, जो फिलहाल एक्सटेंडेड है. 5th वेव के अंदर वी हैव 1 मार्क, विच इज दिस वन. We have wave 2 marked here. Then we have the 3rd wave, which is again subdividing into this, which is going to be the 3rd leg here. After this, we will have a 4th leg of 5th. इसको मैं थोड़ा ठीक से बना देता हूं आपके लिए. And इसके बाद में आएगा 5th wave. This will complete the 5 that we are looking at, and this is the internal 1, 2. यहां पर हो गया 3rd, ये हो गया 4th, और ये हो गया 5th. कुछ समझ में आया? अभी फिलहाल हम कहां पर है? व्हाट इज द एड्रेस? वी आर हियर. वी आर हियर. आप जाते कहीं पे घूमने जाते, especially out of India, if you go, you might see that they give you a map. On the map it's marked that we are here, so that आपको पता रहे कि आप अगर उधर हो तो आपको यहां से वहां जाना है तो कैसे जा सकते हो, कब तक पहुंच सकते हो, कितना टाइम लगेगा. All of those things are mentioned there. So that's where we are here. This is the GPS of the market as per pure Elliott wave. But मेरा Elliott wave counts are always in sync with my neo wave count, sync with my view as per neo wave counts. So I ensure that my views are in sync. Whether I use Elliott wave or I use neo wave, the view outcome is same. So that's the view, because I drive this thing using neo wave. अगर neo wave में मुझे लग रहा है यार एक्सटेंशन है, डायमेट्रिक बन रहा है, यहाँ से और ऊपर जाएगा, इसका मतलब Elliott wave में भी वैसा होना चाहिए, और वैसा हो भी रहा है. So that's how I derive my levels. Are you understanding where we are right now on the chart as per the GPS of the market. Is it clear? और ये कब तक होना चाहिए? That's the question now. Okay, until when will it complete? It's a very tricky question because for that I need to get deep dive into time cycles, जो फिलहाल अभी टाइम नहीं है. तो ये जो थर्ड कंप्लीशन है, ये मेरे ख्याल से 1-2 दिन में शायद हो सकता है. संडे को पूर्णिमा है, तो that can act as a reversal which can start this wave 4. Maybe an extension, I'm not ruling that out. So this fourth wave की start होगी मे बी पूर्णिमा से, या हो भी सकता है फोर्थ वेव कंप्लीट हो जाए पूर्णिमा के वक्त. So right now what is important for you to understand is that Purnima, which is Sunday, can act as a reversal. We will see closely. If the market continues to rally until Friday, we know correction of 4th is going to start from there. If the market falls before that, we know a reversal up move is going to start from there. So that's how we are looking at that entire time aspect of it. Does this 85-week cycle may exhibit inversion? No. The reason being, we had already had an inversion, Subhash, last year, last 85-week cycle. An inversion followed by an inversion is something which is a rare possibility. Next, if this inversion happens, that means we will enter into a years long of correction downside, because a 2 inversion will represent a much longer cycle that has topped out, a much longer cycle that has topped out, and you and me will not want that. Okay, so an inversion with an inversion is not going to happen. An inversion will not happen, but a correction, can it start with that? Yes, but the low will be a higher low. So just for people who want to know how this 85-week cycle might behave, so there are people from Master of Cycles and mentees. So for them, I want to just explain it to you. Say this is an 85-week cycle period. This is for people from Master of Cycles and the mentees who might understand this. This is an 85-week cycle period. We had an inversion. So this was last time, October 2021, when we had an inversion. Okay. From there, the market came down, market went up, came down. Before this, we need to give 10% of leeway, which means 8 weeks before. So 24 June का 8 weeks before अगर आप देखते हो, possible है cycle उसके पहले start हो सकता है. So अगर आपने 8 week पहले किया, तो मार्च, अप्रैल के आसपास मार्केट की रैली शुरू हो सकती है. And this is exactly from where it started. See this. So there is a possibility this, which was supposed to happen from June, is happening from here. So the low is formed as per the June cycle. Now in April itself, 10% leeway agar diya to, and that's where we are headed. Now what can happen on 24th of June wale period mein? We already formed a low here to about 10% earlier. We might form a top, but not an inversion top. We might just top out for forming a higher low, retest these levels, not the low. We will definitely not break the low if it is not an inversion. If it's an inversion and if we break the low, then for years the stock market will be in correction. After this, then we will have another upward leg. So market जो 24 June को होगा, it will average out 2 months पहले जो हुआ. For 2 months of correction after that will happen. It will average to 24th of June, and then the market starts rallying again. That's how it will maintain the cyclicality of 85 weeks. कुछ समझ में आया क्या? For people from Mentorship or Master of Cycles, did you understand what I just meant? So cycle will average out, which means this low and this low के average बन जाएगा. And that's how it will form in the middle of it. That's my observation on many of the occasions. When we form a low 10% earlier, we form another higher low 10% later. In terms of time, I'm talking about, not price. And the average is maintained at that level. So if the average is maintained, 24th of June will maintain, it will act like a Gann level, right? Flirting around that level of 18,293, up and down, but the average was maintained. Similarly here, it will act as a magnet in terms of maintaining that average cycle of 85 week, but forming a low 10% earlier. forming another higher low 10% later. So we might have 2 months of correction post 24th of June. So is it making sense? But we have formed a low. That's what I'm saying. Am I ruling out the possibility completely that we will not fall before 24th of June? No. So we will see how it pans out. But I know we are bullish. And we have been bullish from all the way. So does it mean we can't go to 17,000 levels again? We'll take one step at a time. फिलहाल तो अपमूव है, इसे राइड करते हैं. 17,000 वापस जाएगा कि नहीं उसके बारे में देखेंगे. मालूम चला कल मार्केट 300 पॉइंट अगर नीचे है तो व्यू चेंज हो जाएगा ना. So we will see. We are in a very very important juncture. और साथ ही में 55 डेज का जो साइकिल है उसमें और 4-5-10 दिन की रैली बाकी है. उसके बाद that cycle is already in the middle and later phase of it. So I'm not getting into complexing the things right now because there are a lot of people who are here to understand the basics of what is the market doing. I just think I've entered into a much more complex topic, and that's what I'm looking at the GPS for. Am I making sense to you all? Is it interesting? Fantastic. So abhi filhal to aisa view hai. People who are asking for NeoF counts, I don't want to confuse you all. कि आप नहीं तो जो लोग पहली बार यहाँ अटेंड कर रहे हो बोलेंगे यार ये कभी एलियट वेव बोलता है, कभी नियो वेव बोलता है, कभी टाइम के बारे में बता रहा है, कभी गैन के बारे में बता रहा है. मतलब यार व्यू क्या है? व्यू एक ही है, मार्केट बाय है, बाय ऑन डिप्स है. कब तक बाय ऑन डिप्स है? जब तक 18,405 इंटेक्ट. As simple as that. That's the entire crux of this analysis that we are doing here. Am I making sense? I'm not getting into a specific stock queries and things like that. Stock queries के लिए कल मैं ET Now पे हूँ, morning 11 to 12. And guys, we also have a mentorship live session tomorrow morning. Live trading है, but थोड़ा सा time adjust करना पड़ेगा हमें because ET Now is extending that coverage from 11 to 12. So 1 hour I'll be on ET Now, and the existing batch of mentees we will have a session at 10 to 11, then we'll again reconnect at 12, and again we'll extend a bit, and that's how we want to do that. Is it clear? Mentees, are you there? The existing batch ones? Okay, so we'll have a live trading, and हमने जितने भी बार दो live trading हो चुके हैं, and दोनों बार जो भी trades लिए थे, everything went fantastic. Let's see if tomorrow also works out the way we expect it to be, and cycle भी है साथ में. तो morning around 10 o'clock is, I think, the momentum in the market will start as per a shorter time cycle. Okay, let's see which means August, and Nifty up and Bank Nifty down. Why is that? Bank Nifty will catch up. Don't worry on that. So very quickly, I would also like to take a poll right now. How many of you are interested to learn about this concept of time and mentorship, which is starting from 25th of June? So we have a mentorship program, guys, which is starting from 25th June. The reason I say that is, if you are a mentee, you are a part of Master of Cycles, upcoming mentorship batch I'm talking about, not the existing one, the upcoming mentorship batch. If you are a part of, your learning will start from 25th June. If you want to learn about this concept of time in detail, about how to go about looking at time, जो मैंने अभी बात की 85-week cycle, 55-day cycle, जो मैंने time derive किया था 215 का last Thursday expiry, I'm talking about again a time tomorrow. How do I do that? वो सारी चीजें, everything is going to be in the part of mentorship program, and you can be a part of that. So let me just very quickly share across the link if you want to register for this Master of Cycles or mentorship program, how to go about that, and how to register for that. So I'll just very quickly share the links with you all, and you can simply take that action, step forward, and you can register on that. Okay, यहाँ पर let me just open up the, you can simply click on the link which is shared by my colleague, and you can accordingly so see that. Okay, I'll take a few questions, guys, if you have anything, any questions, anyone. And once you go on that link, you can simply register for the event, and you can simply register for any of these. I would say mentorship mein hota kya hai? In mentorship, I'll just explain you for people who are interested in knowing more about this mentorship program and how to be a part of this mentorship program. You can be, okay, let me share the screen. In this, we will be looking at aspects of risk management, money management. Step by step, we will see how to do stock selection, how I do for stock selection for my interviews and for trading. And we'll create an algo. We look at how to time the market. We do live trading sessions. We had 2 live trading sessions. We have a third one for the existing mentorship batch, and which is tomorrow morning. So we do live trading also. We form a private Telegram group where the discussions keeps happening with the mentees, and they will be a part of Master of Waves. They will be a part of option trading. So if you are a part of mentorship, you are actually going to be with me as a lifelong association. We say 3 months of mentorship because we have sessions for these 3 months, and the upcoming mentorship, which is starting in June from 24th onwards, is going to be happening on weekday evening. We are going to keep it from 7 to 10 because there are many people who join from US, from Canada, and there are people joining from Singapore as well. So we want that there is certain time which can be beneficial to most of them. And that weekday in the evening is much better. That's why we are going to do that. And this mentorship is going to be amazing. It's going to be on timing. It's going to be on wave theory and step-by-step process. The existing mentees are doing fabulous. I can see they are sharing across their learnings, how they are selecting stocks. It's simply amazing. Okay, there is a question here. Rahul Katyal. Your surname is very similar to mine. Mine is Kyal, yours is Katyal. Okay. Will the ongoing tension in US around debt ceiling extension have an impact on our markets? Not at all. What happened after the debt ceiling impact? It keeps happening every decade or every 6-7 years. They keep increasing the ceiling. When that bubble bursts, we will know why to look at that news and short the market. कल अगर मार्केट नीचे गया तो यूएस डेट सीलिंग के कारण न्यूज आ जाएगा. कल अगर मार्केट ऊपर गया तो कोई और न्यूज आ जाएगा. So news will follow. Market will do what it has to do. News will eventually follow. That's what I thoroughly believe. Does it answer your question? Any more questions, please? I'll be more than happy to answer if you have queries. Can you explain again the Elliott wave counts and where we are? The counts might have already been erased because it was an annotation. I'll share the chart on the Twitter so you can do that. Okay, what about tomorrow? Kal ki baat ki, please go through the entire video. I've already talked about it from what's going to happen tomorrow and how we are looking at the chart and everything else. Fantastic, guys. So it is always pleasure to be speaking here for people looking for neo wave perspective. We are in wave E of a diametric pattern, which is going to give 61.8% target as around 18,780. So that is the zone where we are looking at. Anyways, the fifth or the third of a fifth to complete. So वहां तक होगा लगता है. देखते हैं. फिलहाल बुलिश है, लेकिन अगर कल कुछ ऐसा एक्शन हुआ, प्राइस एक्शन, I will be sharing it on Twitter. So don't forget to follow me on Twitter @Ashish. Link will be shared across by my colleague. Do not forget to download the app Ashish Kyal Trading Gurukul, जो app है, and ensure you are a part of this mentorship program. You will simply love it, what we do here. And just ensure also one more thing. अगर ट्रेड करना है और पैसा बनाना है तो दोस्तों रूल्स और डिसिप्लिन के साथ ट्रेड करना है, मेथड के साथ ट्रेड करना है. भले आप वेव थियरी यूज करो या टाइम या सिंपल डाउ थियरी यूज करो, हर एक मेथड सुप्रीम है, हर एक मेथड क्लासिक है, बट आपको सही तरीके से अप्लाई करना आना चाहिए. उसी के चलते मैंने एक सीरीज स्टार्ट की है विच इज ट्रेडिंग लर्निंग एंड ट्रेडिंग, जिसपे अभी फिलहाल बॉलिंग और बैंड्स के बारे में मैं बता रहा हूं. जहां पर आप अगर YouTube पे सब्सक्राइब कर रहे हो तो नेक्स्ट वीडियो, थर्ड वीडियो ऑन बॉलिंग और बैंड्स रिलीज होने वाला है थर्सडे के दिन में. तो इंश्योर करिए यू आर फॉलोइंग मी ऑन YouTube. Link will be shared by my colleague, and you are also subscribing to the channel so that when I release these videos as a series of a giveaway, I want you to learn about this topic. I'm going to give away these things to you all. So ensure you are going to follow that, and it's going to be simply fantastic. So वहां पर देखिए अभी लेटेस्ट चैप्टर 2 का वीडियो रिलीज कर रखा है. थर्ड वीडियो आएगा. I'll publish similarly more such videos for everyone to keep learning. Short video है, basics है, लेकिन right way of looking at Bollinger Bands के बारे में है. I think that's fantastic, guys. Thank you very much for joining in. And समय बलवान छे, भाव भगवान छे, trader पहलवान छे. Golden work stuck with me, RK. Yes, it is the case. Thank you very much. Have a wonderful time. This was Tuesday at 4. Ashish Kyal signing off. See you soon, and be ready for tomorrow morning mentorship live trading session at 10 a.m. I'm going to be there live, and at 11 I'm going to be there on ET Now also. Thank you.